An executive order unveiled by the Biden administration today aims to bolster cybersecurity at U.S. federal agencies. The new measures it contains are being rolled out against the backdrop of a dramatic escalation in hacking activity, including a ransomware attack that shut down a 5.500-mile pipeline last Friday, which supplies almost half of the fuel needs of the U.S.'s East Coast. The incident involving Colonial Pipeline follows a major hack earlier this year that compromised software from a company called SolarWinds, allowing the attackers to use its code to gain access to the networks of multiple U.S. government agencies. Citing these attacks and another that targeted Microsoft Exchange email servers, the Biden administration's announcement blamed insufficient cybersecurity defenses that it said left both the public and private sector vulnerable. The order is intended to create a more robust baseline of security measures. Among other actions, it will require federal agencies to use multi-factor authentication, for instance, asking for both a password and a separate code entered via a smartphone app to verify the identity of people accessing systems, as well as mandating strong encryption methods for data. Such tactics are common in the business world, and the fact that the order insists on them is a sign of how much the public sector is behind on security basics, a state of affairs that some cyber experts have repeatedly drawn attention to. Speaking at a recent Forbes CIO Summit virtual event, Dmitry Alperovich, the co-founder and former CTO of cybersecurity company CrowdStrike, who's now the head of a think tank called Silverado Policy Accelerator, stressed the need for change. "The government's living in a glass house and throwing stones," he said. "Its security is virtually the worst compared with any in the private sector. Yet it spends tens of billions of dollars a year on cybersecurity." Alperovich made clear, however, that he was optimistic the Biden administration would act swiftly to improve matters. The new executive order is likely be the first of many changes it makes to America's cyber defense posture. In addition to its edicts on authentication and encryption, the order will make it easier for private companies to share information about incidents with the government and will establish a body loosely modeled on the National Safety Transportation Board, which investigates things such as air disasters. The Cybersecurity Safety Review Board will review significant cyber incidents and make recommendations about how to improve defenses in the light of what it learns. Another goal is to improve the security of the federal software supply chain, whose shortcomings were highlighted by the SolarWinds breach. This part of the order, which is likely to cause friction with tech companies, requires them to provide more visibility into their code and to be more transparent about security issues they discover.